Good afternoon, everyone. I couldn't make my video this morning, so I'm making it this afternoon. And we've reached the end of a week. We've reached the end of a week going into a topic that is quite controversial, quite deep, and actually quite intense. But when we come down to the end of this week and we try and understand more of this, I want to leave you with a question that will take quite a bit of thinking about before you can fully understand it. We've been through the questions of who decides and why. We've been through the questions of what is right and what is wrong. Do we understand people's circumstances? We've been through a lot of things. But my question now is, where do we draw the line? The reason why I ask this question is because in the topic of this abortion that we have been through, all these people that hold up these banners, my body, my choice, this and that, and the next thing, let's say they change the law and they say to you, it's fine, it's your choice, you can do whatever you want to. But then the clinic can make all of that public knowledge. Would that be acceptable? Would you consider proclaiming, as much as a new mom proclaims the birth of her child, would you proclaim the abortion of yours? On both sides of the scale, those that need it but don't want it, those that want it but don't need it. Now, I know it sounds a bit harsh, but think about it. If it was more open and more honest, if you knew that the person that you were talking to, the family, had to have an abortion for whatever reason, would you not maybe approach that conversation a little bit more carefully, a little bit more caringly, a little bit more understanding that you can't just talk about things when people have been damaged by things? And on the other scale, as bad as it sounds, let's say there are people out there that just sleep around and don't want to take responsibility for it. What if you end up dating one of those people and you want to have a family and that person doesn't tell you that they're pregnant, has an abortion, doesn't tell you that they're pregnant, has an abortion, carries on life after life after life? Where does it end? Where do we draw the line to say that we have rules and regulations in place for those that can't seem to abide by them, regardless of how we feel about certain things? The laws are in place for the few, not for the many. There are a lot of people that couldn't care about an abortion law because it doesn't affect them. But the law is there for the few that it does affect and those that misuse it, which is the only reason why we have laws. If we all understood more, understood the effects of our actions, understood the consequences of what we do, not only for ourselves, but for others as well, would we really need as many laws as we have? From a faith point of view, which is also where this came up, as a faith point of view, a belief system in anything, as I believe in God, as the next person believes in whatever, if you have a belief system that is grounded in humanity, proper, decent, caring humanity, wouldn't we inherently live better? But do we? Do we actually consider other people? Do we consider our actions according to other people? Or our actions as they relate to other people or as they affect other people? So my charge to you today is this. You can only control yourself. Take some time to understand yourself and realize that situations that other people deal with have nothing to do with you. So learn to live better with yourself by understanding yourself, and in understanding yourself, understanding others. And next week we will dive into a lot of topics that will need our understanding. Because I do believe that at the end of all of this, if we all just understand a bit more, one person to another, I do believe that you can make a change, even if it's a small one. But like I said in the beginning, a lot of small things eventually become big things. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. And think about the questions. How do we affect those? And more so, what effect do we want to have on those around us? Until I see you again. Bye for now.